The lights of war had dimmed, but the lascivious glimmer of Times Square was as bright as ever. Skyscrapers, which had spent the war draped in blackout curtains, now flaunted their sumptuous sides. This ballroom district of alluring wildness was working a new kind of uncertain magic. Wearing a dress that was the very color of midnight, she still stood out beneath the electric lights that glared where she was. Inside, all that was light. She possessed that supernatural beauty that somehow made a room seem dimmer when she was in it. Still, with that arrogance of appearance and the slick smile she could command at will, she managed to pull the light back inside the room as soon as she was finished flirting with it, and then seemed no worse for the experience, seemingly always ready for more. In the throng of 500,000 noisy partygoers, there was a young sailor who felt lost. The uniform he wore, which used to symbolize his sense of duty, now just made him feel strange and burdened. His heart beat to the same frenetic tempo as the city's, but inside, everything was hollow and silent. The sailor was floating alone, though in a crowd, and he felt invisible. That isolation was broken, though, when he accidentally made eye contact with a tall and imposing figure. The attraction was impossible to resist. It wasn't only her good looks, although those were impossible to resist as well. It was something more profound, a basic, innate voice of gloom that resounded back to the sailor's much jangled-up feeling of being doomed, a night voice to which his soul hankering could make no reply. Making up his mind that the siren was his fate, he managed a fake, tight-lipped smile to which there was no back-and-forth possibility. Midnight moved with a cat's graceful swiftness, bridging the gap between herself and the sailor in a matter of moments. Her touch was charged with undeniable electricity, of the nervous yet thrilling kind. When her painted red lips touched his, it was like being kissed. By the weapon's glow, it woke up his senses, reprobating for a moment in time that refused to be silenced. And yet the whole thing was a battle of wills, a war won without any words being spoken. In the end, it was too much for the sailor, who caved under a mix of arousal and something dangerously close to fear. A whimper of defeat escaped him, and it was drowned out only by the symphony of nighttime in this living, breathing city. He had been reduced to a pathetic moment, a figure of pathos in the eye of a non-existent storm.